Okay, welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. We got Saving FPS Games AI Anti-Cheat by Basically Homeless. So shout out to Basically Homeless. And let's hop into this. And remember, send out a lot of love. And thanks for watching. Let's go. Now I'm on this video because I'm thinking about games that I've been seeing, like Tarkov. I'm thinking about what game have I experienced a lot of hackers in? I feel like almost like DayZ, but that's not technically FPS. Maybe if this is saving FPS games, this will save them all. Man, Blacklight Retribution had some hackers here and there. There were other shooters that are like kind of under the radar where I really experienced hackers. I mean, I did in my CS:GO days and CS days. Well, but CS:GO days. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's hop in.
One out of every 3 players in an online FPS game are cheating.
He's wiggling left.
Connects to your PS5. It's literally just connecting to the remote play.
And then in other games, it's way more than that.
What does this revelation mean for the future of gaming in general?
So it's an AI aimbot?
Yeah, AI aimbot.
Ain't no wait. 1 in 3 players in an FPS game is cheating, bro. Oh, now that I think about it, Siege. I feel like I've never ran into cheaters in Valorant, but
Game.
They sell these by the millions.
And it's not just your little brother either. At every level of the industry, from pros to streamers, cheating is rampant.
And it will become a real job to cheat in his game.
It's a full-fledged business.
Are you getting old?
Yeah.
Is gaming changing? Or is it that rampant cheating is not fun?
Over a year ago, we set out to use AI with one goal in mind: saving FPS games. We're ready for you to submit your clips to help train our model. What you're about to witness in this video is the solution. The solution to cheating in online gaming.
there was Siege. Oh my gosh.
To help fund this project through
Before we go into this, because I know there's probably a lot of FPS players watching this, how is Siege? Because I am going to get back into it and play it. People have been telling me, hurry up, get back into Valorant, do all this. I missed the new season beginning. I want to start in a game where there's a new season. I just don't know which one is worth playing. I'm kind of good at all of them. I would say maybe I'm a bit better at Siege or than Valorant? I don't know, it really depends because I'm really good at CS. And when I went into Valorant, it wasn't really a hard switch. Either way, tell me how like the literal, maybe the ranked gameplay of Siege is, because I want to get a rank, but some videos I've seen, it feels like it'd be sounding like it's not worth it, but maybe I'm only paying attention to the less desirable reality, or you need like a 5-stack.
the form of sponsoring this video is Opera GX. They agreed the more views and downloads Opera GX gets through this video, the more funding that will go to the project, straight up. So just by being here, you are helping. Thank you. As you guys know, I download a lot of bus programs.
Individual, it's opening very fast.
And sometimes my network will just be getting used. Like my browser's sending Bitcoin to the ether. I don't know. I'm scared. But what I can do in the Opera GX control thing here is I can actually limit the amount of network.
Is Opera GX actually good? I wonder. But here, downloading Opera GX will support. Okay.
Do it. And thank you, Opera GX, for sponsoring this video. So let me be straight up with you guys. Let me just come clean, okay? I have done steroids. I've never told anyone this. I've never really explained it this way, but I did steroids. Or at least I thought for sure they were steroids. So when I was 14, I wanted to be jacked out of my mind, man. I wanted to look like a bunch of rocks saran wrapped together and be able to like bench press a car. And in combination with that desire, my frontal lobe was the size of a walnut. So I got on eBay, I typed in steroids, bought something sketchy, got shipped from China,
ain't no way.
and then I ingested it. No one ever found out. I wasn't thinking about the consequences. So I'm sitting there playing SOCOM Confrontation with the itchiest nipples you've ever seen, man. And I was real confused. I thought I was gonna start like lactating. Even though no one's ever found out until now, I didn't actually get away with it because the consequences were that I didn't know with certainty that I wasn't going to start growing lady parts.
My nipples were itchy, man.
Point is, you can take a shortcut to something, but there will be a consequence somewhere, somehow, eventually. What those consequences will look like, I think, is now up to us somewhat. So cheating in online FPS games is the worst it's ever been, ever right now. On every...
That intro, how he just brought us into that was very interesting. The section's called Coming Clean About My Past. That was interesting to say the least. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that.
System, console included, at every level, around 30% of players in any given game are cheating. So this is basically the
30%.
final form of the AI cheats that single-handedly killed FPS games about a year ago. This program essentially acts as like a mediator between remote play and the game. All it uses is a live stream of your game. So as long as you have an internet connection that's like 2 megabytes per second, one, it enables mouse and keyboard on console. But what's worse is you can essentially plug in an AI aim assist. It can use AI to read the screen, find the enemies, send input back to whatever system you're using, console included, and then aim at the enemy for you.
So it's basically just acting as your remote play controller.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
and it gives you to feed it.
To get access to it. The godly noob, he went in and he infiltrated this website. He made the cheaters love him. He convinced them to like him so that they would give him the cheat. It took months. I'm just kidding. He paid $5. So for a few bucks or a free version that comes with a virus, you can pretend you're better than everyone else. This can never be detected by an anti-cheat scanning what's running on the system, because all of this is running only off of watching the game the same way you do. So this is an 8-person free-for-all where all of us have cheats installed and one person is chosen at random to enable their cheats, but no one knows who it is. And we're all trying to guess who's the person that has cheats enabled.
Someone's a hacker right now?
Think Among Us but hackers?
Someone should be, at least.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
I just spawned in.
2 back-to-back? Okay, let's...
Yeah, man. I'm cracked out of my mind.
Wow, CS2 looks way different. It's crazy. The maps are really duller and everything. And while CS2 is just a jump, just wanted to throw that in there.
Keep in mind, we have a point system going here, and we're trying to not get detected as the hacker by the other players. Also, these are the devs that are so graciously donating their time to work on the Waldo project for all of us. I'm linking the Waldo Discord and a few other things. Go give them a big thank you.
Oh, he is hacking. Oh, they're all hacking, but... Ooh, that was crazy.
Nice shot.
He was activating it way more. Okay, he
take a
used
look
it
at
right
the
there
footage.
to line up.
See if you can guess which one of these angles is someone using aim assist.
It's all of them, right? Pretty sure. Some of them are just active.
It was,
honestly.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
definitely.
I thought you
Oh,
It was homeless,
That's a bad
yeah.
idea, boys. I just left this part in so you guys would know it wasn't me and that I'm just cracked out of my mind. I'll be honest, dude. I just had to double check to make sure they were off. I'm just saying. So make your guess. You're left with a 1 in 3 chance of getting it correct.
I
The
thought it
answer
was
will be
home.
at the end of the video and in the description. Point is, you can't tell. And if you got lucky, there was a 1 in 3 chance, kid. That's how likely it is to
Yeah.
run into a cheater if you play one game today. But what we
That's
can't see,
insane.
an AI can with certainty. To our human eyes, this just looks like really good aim. They're designed to have smoothing and look natural, look
Yeah,
like
look
human
natural.
aim. But to a trained AI, the difference is night and day. The best way to describe it is like having a trained medical physician try and tell the difference between someone that's really jacked on steroids and then like a dog. There's no mistaking it. Couldn't just a really advanced AI cheat go undetected with lots of human data? No, this is a permanent solution to end the cat and mouse forever, and I will explain why I'm getting there. A lot of people asked, what about ESP? Okay. What would you say is the most distinguishable trait to tell if someone is cheating based on your experience of, you know, like antagonizing them in game?
ESP is the wall hacks, right? No way, bro.
There are a lot of things.
This is Goat, aka Tim. He wanted to know just how many people were cheating in Tarkov, so he installed cheats with the intentions of finding the cheaters.
Kill to death ratio, what gun they have out, how much ammo they have, everything with this cheat. Game sense is something that is a really big deal in a game like Tarkov. How to move around the map, where to look, how to set up your gun.
So what is it that he used to distinguish if someone was cheating or not?
I can't believe it.
No. Before the wiggle, as funny as that is.
This duo was the highest KD that I came across that I think was legit. If you looked at them on the radar, they were just constantly looking around. Their little things were just going everywhere. And they were checking areas where just no one was there. It's painfully clear that these two Chads are legit. How refreshing. And then you'd watch these other guys that have like 20-something KD, just running straight into a building, straight to a jacket to get their item, straight out.
Yeah.
And straight to a different one.
So to me, it sounds like the common thing. I think it's common, right? They're probably going to say it's common because, I mean, that's obvious. Like games like Tarkov, DayZ, things like that, it is more room clearing. Even like, I would say even Siege in a way. Siege is supposed to be tactical, but some people run in. But I would say that Siege shares that too, where you would want to clear stuff. But more in like these pick up, loot, extract games, and then like Dead DayZ, which is actually like loot, have a base, log out, which is kind of like extract. Kind of, because you die and it's restart. It's like those are more clear. Like, yeah, you have to have a type of level of awareness. Play a little bit smarter, slower, pushing, be tactical. That's what it's, meant to be. So yeah.
When you looked around that area on the map, there was nobody that could kill them.
And they just already knew that, so they didn't have to look around.
He was looking at human behavior. Do we know of anything that can kind of detect human behavior?
I don't know. Is there any technology out there that can kind of look at human behavior and see if it's human or not? I don't know, guys. I don't know. There is an extremely distinguishable behavior between someone using cheats and someone not using cheats.
So we thought, instead of just aim cheats, what about an AI that can detect everything? An AI that analyzes player behavior and determines if they're cheating based on how they're interacting with the game with over 99% accuracy.
This is what will save FPS games.
Now, that sounds crazy, but why does that sound like that could go wrong, right? Okay, so for me, I've been called a cheater in FPS games many times, which is, I was going to make a point by saying, what's like really crazy about that is like if he's saying 1 in 3 people are usually cheating per game you're in, that's crazy. Maybe then that means I've smoked cheaters, or they've just not activated as much during the match, or they're usually the top fragger, maybe middle fragger, or mid to top fragger on the other team. But this interests me because the way I clear things, or the way I sometimes look around, is like I'll have like shaky aim, or sometimes when I clear, I look like left to right super fast in buildings, like left, right, moving slow, and sometimes like snap the corners to see if anyone's there. So I wonder if an AI, if you're doing that in multiple rounds during the match, because I played pretty consistent, then that shit would accidentally ban you. I wonder. Because, I mean, people that kind of play above a normal player are going to have a different human behavior. So
Now I realize that sounds like a pipe dream, like an impossible solution that's years away, another hopeless dream of one-day gaming with no cheaters online. And here's the twist. It already exists.
Someone made it. And it wasn't us.
For days, I was tearing my hair out.
Why is this not in every single game?
What is going on? I had so many theories.
Game developers don't need good anti-cheat. Everyone keeps playing. Cheating in games, this whole other industry, is stimulating the game. As a game dev, why would you stop it?
There is technically financial reward for them if the cheaters keep buying accounts.
AI anti-cheat exists. Game devs are not using it.
Duh. Yeah, it's almost like, okay, I don't want to compare it to this, but it's like the pharmaceutical companies. It's like selling us the diseases and then the cures to fix it. It's like that. It's like if cheaters are buying the game over and over and over, and when it comes to like the economic side of things, do we even care about the players anymore?
Luckily,
sort of thing?
the truth was the simplest answer.
What is it?
And just this year, early January 2023, we started to implement it in the games. And so it's starting from now. It's happening as we speak.
This is the CGO and CEO of AnyBrain, the AI anti-cheat that detects everything. How does it distinguish between someone that is say, using like an ESP in a game versus someone that isn't?
What we do is every player is providing data about how it is possible to perform the games. So let's say you have a reaction time when you find an opponent and you move to there. There is different cognitive skills that we apply when we are playing a game.
Yeah.
At what we can extract from these behaviors is these cognitive skills that are being applied on a specific moment. They are not human.
So it's learning constantly. Is that Okay.
Yep. Yeah,
which
exactly.
AI
And
does.
so what
okay.
percentage of people would you say are cheating in some form?
We always start with a very high threshold, meaning
Yeah.
that we do not necessarily catch everybody, but everybody that we're catching, we're 100% sure. We usually see between maybe 10, 15, 20% of players that are cheating. We are fairly certain that the phenomenon is much higher than that. And again, that's why we created, Andre created Anyway.
My kind of estimation based on a bunch of different numbers was around 30% are using something to improve.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're thinking along the same lines here.
And they're under NDA, so they couldn't tell me exactly which game, but they had data to back up these claims.
Every time we catch somebody cheating, what we need also
NDA.
is multiple moments that have a very high probability of being somebody using a namebot. So a pro will have very few of these moments because they are just very good, right?
Yes.
But in order for us to make that validation actually get flagged of you using, let's say, a namebot in the game, that means that we would have make moves that have a very, very high probability of being aimbots and doing that multiple times.
Yeah,
So let's say hypothetically, I'm only using a very small amount of humanized aim assist. Is this something that you think your system would be able to detect?
Yeah, so well, first, a lot of people is using that small adjustment that is make it invisible on a video, or if you're watching the stream, it's so difficult because the difference is on human eyes almost impossible to catch. But the way we interact is still impossible to make it as a human.
Can you expound a little maybe, or maybe help me understand just a little better?
Yeah, well, let's say that you are just adjusting a few pixels.
Yeah.
The way you move with this adjustment, it will be natural timing that is not human. Even if in our eye it looks human, but on pixel level, but also on these patterns, it is not human. So that's why we can catch it. People say, "Oh, he was cheating." I'm sure because it is impossible to aim on that way. Sometimes it's just lucky, or you are really good. So it's difficult for people to understand, and the result of false claims about who was.
That's very true. That's very true. Like, because, like, I swear maybe it just comes natural. Over time, you realize it's really hard to really distinguish who's actually cheating and who's not. Sometimes it's blatant, it's obvious. Yeah. Even when I was doing CSGO, what was it? Overwatch? What was it called? Watch? What was it when they had you do the little cases to see if someone's cheating or not cheating? What is the CSGO thing? I did a few of them. Is it CSGO Overwatch? I can't remember what it is, but I've watched a lot of clips to see if people were cheating, and then you got to do the whole rating system to see if they're cheating or not. And sometimes I just could not tell. Other times, like rare, I think once I got a blatant cheater, but the rest of them they're difficult. And that over time, just when I said it comes natural, kind of made me realize it's really no point in getting even worked up on if someone's cheating or not, because there is so many different things it could be. It could be luck, they could be really good, you never really know. But if AI can really pinpoint that and distinguish between the luck and all that between someone, or the really good skill, that's kind of crazy.
No, because he's so good player, it's impossible. But here, looking just for these patterns on pixel level, we can understand this.
After a few hours of gameplay of someone using a humanized aim assist, it would be able to detect that that's happening.
The usual behaviors, like let's say somebody using an aimbot on Warzone, actually real time plus 5 minutes in order to flag somebody who is using that.
To detect someone in real time can take as little as 5 minutes. Wow.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really cool.
It felt almost like I was in a dream. Like I was gonna wake up and tell Olivia that I had a dream that someone made the AI anti-cheat that solved everything.
And this will happen in the coming months. We are fairly confident that something's gonna happen, something's gonna click in this year.
But it got even better.
2 hours is to create the player profile
for what we call identity photos.
What they're talking about is a biometric profile, a profile as distinguishable as your thumbprint or your face.
So this will need the baseline of 2 hours because it's unique to each and every one of us as gamers.
On how you play the game. This means that once you get banned, it's not as simple as creating another account. If you create another account, the AI detects your biometric profile. Every account you make will be banned. There's no hardware ID, it's you. You will be permanently banned from the game with no chance of ever playing it again.
We're fairly confident that
whoa. Oh, okay. They were showing him saying, "Are you smurfing?" because he was cheating. But I was about to say, let's hope Smurfs are not getting banned. Ooh, but this is Siege.
We're fairly confident that some things are about to change.
The implications of this are insane, especially if the game has a replay system.
If you have ever cheated and the data is saved server side, you are then able to be caught at any point in the future. If you cheat, you will be caught. It's just a matter of time.
The biometric fingerprint of a pro player or streamer could be seen on an alt account that was hacking a year ago or last week.
Yeah.
Or currently. Now, I don't know if these things will be done with this data, but I can tell you that FPS games, all online multiplayer games, are saved. Now, the Waldo project is different. It plans to put this power of knowing in your hands. A way to know if any player is cheating simply by scanning the gameplay footage, laying bare the truth, and leaving the effects up to us. We now confirm it's possible and in fact need your help to make it a reality. A full technical update of the Waldo project is available on Recon Samurai's channel.
I think the glory days of online FPS games are not behind us, but are ahead of us. And if you're one of the 1 in 3 people that are cheating in online FPS games, I got one question for you. Are your nipples getting itchy?
That was a good way to wrap it back into writing. That was a good way, because he began with that and ended with that. I don't know, that's kind of like, I feel like that's fairly simple, but that was a cool way to wrap it back up. AI anti-cheat. Bit tired. AI anti-cheat. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. The real reason I stopped playing FPS is, and it slowly went down where I just didn't want to play, was that, man. I feel like when it came to ranked and sometimes, man, it felt like cheating. Like, just there was a point in time where, and I'm sure everyone has felt this, where there was that golden age of like gaming. You still had your cheaters. I remember when I would go to school, come home, CS:GO. Go to school, come home, CS:GO. And that golden age, for me at least, I never ran into too many cheaters. But then as I got older, it felt wild, man. It felt like it was in Apex Legends. It felt like Valorant. It felt like there was this moment it was at the top of the hill for cheating. And then the snowball started, and then just we started getting worse and worse and worse. That's crazy to think. 1 in 3 people are cheating. That's insane.
And in fact need your help to make it a reality. A full technical update of the Waldo project is available on Recon Samurai's channel.
I think the glory days of online FPS games are not
behind us,
but are ahead of us. And if you're one of the 1 in 3 people that are cheating in online FPS games,
crazy.
I got one question for you.
Whew. Wow, what a video. Shout out to, what's his name, Basically Homeless? Yeah, Basically Homeless. Anyways, much love and moonlight. I'll see you on the next one.